Hello, my people. Welcome to another session. Today, we are going to be talking about paradigms and self-image. What are paradigms? Paradigms are a multitude of ideas or multitude of programs which have exclusive control over our habitual behaviors. Remember, we talked in our last session that we are creatures of habit, and habits, most of our actions springs from our habits. We are creatures of habit. And paradigms, these are multitudes of programs that literally control all our actions. Now, how did these programs come about? Remember, when we were born, or when they gave birth to us, we were neutral, and we later on learn everything that we know from our guidance, our environment, and that is how we literally get our paradigms. Each and everyone has a program. You literally do things according to your programs. So when they give birth to a baby, that baby is neutral. Growing up, that baby literally learns everything, and that is why if you grow up in a house that 10 languages are spoken, you are going to speak 10 languages when you grow. If you grow up in a house that they eat rice, you are going to be eating rice when you grow up. Everything that we do, the way we dress, what we eat, how we speak, how bold we are, we learn them from our environment, and it becomes our paradigm. And how we literally see ourselves, we call that self-image. We also get that from our paradigms. Paradigms is an idea or set of programs, and one of those ideas, or one of the most important of those ideas, is our self-image. Now, we are going to grow up having, some people have low self-esteem, some people have high self-esteem. Remember, when they gave birth to us, we do not have any of these cases, but our environment shaped us. What was said to us when we were growing up, shaped us to either have low self-esteem of ourselves, we see ourselves very low, or we see ourselves very high. That is our self-image. That is the self-image that we have gotten, and the environment that you grow up in. What was said to you when you were a child has helped to get you the low self-esteem or the high self-esteem. Now, let's help our younger generation. Let's be a generation of change to our younger ones. How do we do that? By always appreciating them for the little things that they do. Always telling them how beautiful, how creative they are. Tell them how magnificent they are, how they can accomplish anything they set up their mind to do. Now, remember that our paradigms also determine how the type of goals that we take in life, how big or how small the goals that we take in life, or the goals that we set our mind to achieve. You see somebody setting their mind to achieve something very low or very small, you will think that that person does not, is out of the paradigm. The person was told right from childhood that he cannot achieve anything much. But we can always improve that. We can always grow. We can always change our paradigm. We can change our self-image. Now, I know you'll be asking me the question that how do we change our self-image? How do we change our paradigm? Now, it's not going to be something that you are not going to be doing something that you were taught in school. Even schooling is part of the paradigm, the old paradigm. For you to change and to get a new paradigm, there are activities that you are going to be doing, and it's not going to be normal. People around don't just do this because it's not taught in school. We are going to start by changing our paradigms. What we are going to be doing is literally you are going to sit down and think of how you want to live. Think of the model that the person that you are modeling, how is he or she living? How do you want to live? Write it down. Write it down. When you write it down, you are going to be reading this statement to yourself daily. You are going to be reading it with faith, with courage. You are going to be reading this statement to yourself daily with putting all the emotions that you have in yourself. You are going to be reading this statement with faith, so much faith that your subconscious mind is going to have no choice but to accept it. Remember, I said in the last video that we become what we think of ourselves most of the time. And our subconscious mind does not have the ability to reject something. If you keep saying something to yourself with so much belief and so much courage, your subconscious mind is going to have no choice but to accept it. And before you know, somebody who has written down how he or she wants to live and reading it, before you know, if that person was so shy and timid, that person becomes suddenly bold. That we can all improve our paradigms. I don't care who you are. I don't care if your paradigm is the best or how far you have gone is in that. All I'm saying is, or how poor your paradigm is, or how poor your self-image is, we can all improve our paradigms. And as I said, we can improve our paradigms by repeating these positive affirmations. Remember, it was a poor environment that we grow up in, the negative things that they say to us. You are not good enough, you are this, you are that, you are that, you are that. Those were affirmations, and when it was said to us very often, our subconscious mind picked that up, and that is why we are what we are today. So we can do the same by repeating positive affirmations to ourselves, by telling ourselves that we are the best. We are God's highest form of creation. Nothing comes close to us. We can set a goal to climb any mountain, and we are going to climb that mountain. We can set a goal to become anything, and we are going to become that. You have to write down these affirmations and read them out daily with faith. And in no time, your subconscious mind is going to accept it, and before you know, you are somebody else. You are somebody else. You will not be talking to the people that you used to talk to. You will not be going to the places that you used to go to, because you have outgrown your environment. You have changed. The paradigm has changed. Let's improve our paradigm. Let's change. And for the younger ones, let's really help our younger ones growing up. Let's give them a beautiful paradigm. Let's give them a beautiful self-image of themselves. Let's tell them, let's let them know that they can accomplish anything. They can become anything that they want in life. They can do anything that they want in life. There's no limit. The sky is not the limit. There's no limit to what they can achieve. We are God's highest form of creation. We can do anything. We can become anything. Thank you. I am Sio. See you on the next.